We're going to go back to 1971, born in Cork, same month as myself, August, near enough the same year. Born in Cork and played for Cobb Ramblers as a boy, and at one stage was considered too small, actually, to be representative at schoolboy level. Is that right, Roy?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Thought you said... He says to me, Liam, just switch me on, I'll do the talking, so go ahead.
No, yeah, well, I played people... Before I start, everyone wants to talk about my United days, but you make a good point there where I was born and brought up, without boring people to death. Yeah, very fortunate, even growing up in Cork, obviously big sporting city. 3 brothers all mad for sport, so that was important, definitely helped me my upbringing. Had disappointments along the way, particularly schoolboy level with Ireland. Yeah, I was told I was a bit too small, but as you will hear with any sport and career, the ups and downs of it. But yeah, I think being brought up in Cork and playing for Rockmount, my schoolboy team, played a massive part of my career. I was surrounded by good people, people who played sport as, I suppose, determined as me. And but I do look back as well, and I'll probably use the word a lot tonight, is that I was very, very lucky. I went to the right team, I worked with the right coaches. Even going to Forest was the right time for me. A year playing League of Ireland, massive importance for me in terms of my experience. Obviously going to United. But yeah, the usual ups and downs of any young player. And yeah, physically I did struggle with a young age. But thank God when I got to 17, 18, eventually got to England, I managed to kind of adapt to the game and obviously got bigger and stronger. And I was always able to run around. My young fella plays soccer now. He's 17, and I think he plays like I do. He's not very good, but he runs around a lot. So the upbringing in Cork and Rockmount was massive to me, and yeah, very, very fortunate.
Tough times as a young lad as well. You were, times were hard.
Yeah, but you don't think that when you're growing up.
Yeah.
To me, it was just normality. Growing up in the area, I grew up in north side of Cork City. I grew up in Mayfield. Good lads, as I said, all the lads I kind of hung around with were mad for sports, whether it be the hurling, the football, boxing, soccer. So I was surrounded by, and having 3 brothers, 2 of my brothers ended up playing League of Ireland, so I had a good competition even in the family. My dad, my granddad, all my uncles, big family background, so I'd kind of good DNA, and it was just how I plugged into it. And obviously Pat was talking over the message about trying to get the kids and enjoy it. I did. Maybe, strange enough, even if as a young kid, I took sport too seriously, really. Even from 8 years of age, I was very driven, which helped me later on, obviously, in my career. But, really when you're 8, 9, 10 years of age, you should be trying to enjoy the game a bit more. But I was, even at that age, I was always about winning. And that can take its toll as well.
When you got the dream move to Forest, obviously, I think 47,000, I think, was the fee back then, if I'm right, Roy, in that region.
I think it was 47 and a half.
Yeah, was it? Can't.
You've not done your homework, have you? Jesus, man.
But it was tough times as well. You missed the family, didn't you? And then
I still do. Strange enough, I was coming down from the airport with Pat. I'm 44. I still get homesick for Cork, and thank God with my work now I can get back quite a bit. But yeah, getting to Forest, all I wanted, because I was involved with Ireland schoolboys under 15, 16, and generally when you're involved at international level at that age even, you would get a trial off, somebody would give you a trial. So I was just desperate for a trial and left school at 16, 17, obviously no education, didn't really have much time for school, which I'm embarrassed to say because I've got kids now, and I would always say, obviously you've got to try and get a good education. But all I ever wanted was a trial in England, and I just knew if I ever got that trial, I would, and even part of my mindset was, well, even if it doesn't work out, I've had the trial, just give me the bloody trial. But nobody was touching me. At 15, I was supposed to go to Brighton. They literally cancelled the day before, said they heard I was too small, which was strange. I was thinking, well, why were you sending me over in the first place, So just to get to Forest for the trial was the break I was after. And I wouldn't say I was a cocky kid, but I knew if I got a trial to England, I knew I wouldn't be coming back. Because as much as I was disappointed I didn't get an education, it also drove me on to become a footballer, because I knew there was nothing for me in Cork, and I mean that in a nice way. You know, as I said, no education. A lot of my mates were unemployed. I was doing a lot of hanging around. Not that I was a troublemaker, but just walking out with my mates in the afternoon, trying to find something to do. But once I got that trial at Forest, I thought, and Forest just had a good ring to it. You know, when I got offered the trial and they said, you know, I met the scout and he said, we'd like you to go to Forest. And I was like, Forest, yeah, just Brian Clough, yeah, just sat right with me. And as I said, I knew going over, as I said, not in a cocky way, because the trial can go badly, you can get injured, or I knew I wouldn't be coming back.